This is the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
From 98.1 CHFI Studios in Toronto, Canada.
Hey Toronto, this is Ed Sheeran.
This is Kelly Clarkson.
Hi, this is Bryan Adams.
This is Adele.
This is Madonna.
It's Michael Bublé, and you're listening to the Pooja and Gurdeep Show. It's fun. They're amazing.
I know I'm not alone in this. A lot of people have decided that 2026 is going to be their year to be more healthy. And, you know, when it comes to diet and exercise, just be more consistent, a lifestyle change, if you will.
I don't want to sound like a big fat skeptic, but doesn't everyone proclaim this every year?
Yes. And some of us are trying to stick with it.
Yeah. Kudos to you. You're doing it.
I'm doing it. I'm only 1 week in, and I've decided to do this with my husband so that, you know, a little bit more accountable. Mm-hmm. We're going to workouts together. We do walks together.
Although he missed the first one.
He did miss the first one.
Second one got canceled because of the snow.
It's so true. How did you know all that? We rescheduled. We rescheduled. We made it up. It's all good. And so I knew it was going to be hard because it's, you know, you're resetting the body. You're eating differently. I knew it was going to be difficult. The thing I did not anticipate, the part that I was unaware of, is that because we are in a diet change, we're kind of going through withdrawal, right? Like missing sugar. We're not drinking. Like we're also dry this January. We'll probably be dry for a while.
Moist January.
Yeah. Well, for some, not for us. It's just dry. So, I mean, there's a lot going on in terms of the withdrawal, but it just means that we're walking around hangry all the time. And when I met my husband, one of the first things that we talked about, because we got along so well and everything was a little too perfect. I was like, you can't be this perfect. What's wrong with you? He's like, don't be around me when I'm hangry, because I'll tell you right now, it's not a good look. And like, I just get really cranky.
And you get hangry too.
Oh, big time. I said, that's my thing too. So together right now, we don't have any patience. When we are looking at each other, it's like, I can see that he's already annoyed that I haven't gotten to the point of what I need to say. We used to say good night to one another.
I feel you, buddy.
He used to tuck me in and say goodnight to me. Now he's like, I got to make my dinner. I got to get my veggies and my protein.
I need my macros.
Yeah, like there is no warmth anymore. I don't feel any joy in any of us.
Right.
Because the stuff we love, which, okay, I'm going to admit it. I like to have the occasional wine and cheese. All the foods I love, we're not doing anymore. We went to go see Anne Juliet on Friday night, and we were surrounded by people with their drinks and their popcorn and their cookies.
Ice cream bars. Everyone's crushing ice cream bars.
Ice cream bars. And we were only allowed water. And so as I was trying to tell Paul the story in the intermission, I could see that his eyes were glazing over as I was talking. And at one point, he's looking at me and he goes, shawarma. And I go, what?
He just yelled out shawarma?
He goes, I think I'm going to get some shawarma on the way home. I'm like, did you listen to anything I just said? He's like, you're right. No, I'll just get a head of lettuce and I'll go home and then I'll just make my own protein. But I really want shawarma. I'm like, are you even listening to the words that are coming out of my mouth? Or do you just see a giant pizza around my face when I'm talking?
Takes a bite out of you. Can I feel you. I get you. I went through this when I started my program. As someone who has come through the other side and I have seen the light, can I offer you the hope to tell you to keep going?
Yes.
Because hanger sucks.
Oh,
it
not
derails
good.
your day, and it's like triage. It's like all you can think about is your hanger. It's like you can't even take care of your children. Your body takes like 4 weeks to adjust to any massive changes, the withdrawal, the sugars, the working out more, all the water you're drinking, the healthier things you're putting in your body. You said you're week 1, week 2 now?
Yeah.
Give yourself 3 more weeks. The next 3 weeks are going to suck. Fast forward 3 weeks from now, your bodies will adjust. You guys will start to look and feel better and treat each other better, and you'll be overall happier. So you just stick with it.
Okay, I did say this to my husband. I said, I don't think we're going to make it. Like, I don't think this marriage is going to make it. And he said, well, at least we're both going to look really good and have a 6-pack for our next partners.
6-packs and single.
From CHFI Studios,
It's the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
Are you a snob? Or rather, what are you snobby about? I think if we're honest with ourselves, I think we're all snobby about something.
We can all be a little judgy sometimes. It happens, right? It's only human. You know, maybe it's not something you go around saying out loud, but secretly.
Cards on the table. I'll share mine. And you know this about me, I'm a snob when it comes to spelling and grammar.
Yes, you are.
So like if I meet somebody and we're texting and they don't know the difference between your, and your, which makes sense written out, not when I'm saying it, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
There and there, if they don't know, it's an immediate turnoff for me, or if they can't spell words, or they're using shorthand for everything.
Oof.
If they're running through ChatGPT to try and figure out what they're saying, I'm like, I'm out. Check, please. This isn't going to work.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Even if like in person, let's just say that it's all grammatically sound, but over text it's not, that still is a turnoff?
It's still a turnoff. It's still a turnoff.
Interesting.
What about you? What are you snobby
So
about?
I'm going to say it and you're going to be like, yep, this is it. Because I do this here every morning.
Wine and cheese.
No.
Okay.
Although that does sound
It's the
very
perfect thing to be snobby
It
about.
sounds very like pinkies up snobby. You're
Yep.
right. It's bathrooms. I'm
Oh,
very,
yes, for
very
you.
picky about the bathroom. Like if I don't feel comfortable in the bathroom, or if it's messy, or if it's dirty, then I can't do it.
So I'll paint a quick
Can't do
picture
it.
for everyone here at the lovely, expansive Rogers campus here. There are 2 bathrooms very close to our studio, and you and I both go to the bathroom to pee a lot because we're both drinking a lot of water.
Mm-hmm.
The 2 of the bathrooms that are here are the private bathrooms where it's like one person at a time.
Right.
You know, the door opens really slowly with the stupid button, and then it locks with the lock button.
Which I don't
It is a
trust.
little annoying. The other bathroom, which you have to walk further for and go into a separate hallway, is the public bathroom where everyone's in there. You oddly prefer the public bathroom.
Yes, I will like walk farther to get to that bathroom because this
Why?
one, it's like we're all sharing it together too. It's not like a women's bathroom and a men's bathroom. It's like we all share it together.
So your
And
problem is men, because you realize the other public bathroom you're sharing with a bunch of women.
I know, but it's just, and they're like sometimes the women's bathroom is not any better than the men's bathroom. So
It's
that's
a
not
war
it.
zone in there.
Yeah, but it's just, there's something weird about like, I don't need to be sharing a bathroom with you and with Fishtifer and with Rosin Mocha.
So it's a guy problem then, because
Shem.
you're sharing it with every other female in the building.
Maybe, but I'm snobby about it. I
Okay,
admit
so
it.
my takeaway from this is Pooja hates men. is my takeaway from this. Okay, now let me dive deeper on stuff because we're all. And if you're driving right now, think about it. What are you snobby about? So, a snobbery expert basically explained that we're all a little bit snobby, and it's a human habit of believing our taste in one area is better than everyone else's. It comes from maybe how we grew up or maybe a bit of insecurity, and it makes us feel like we know better even if we don't, and we're all a little bit snobby about something.
Yeah, I like that because sometimes insecurity drives it as well. Like maybe it is something that you didn't do growing up and then you were called out on it and now you're like,
Yeah.
now you're snobby about it.
I think one of the most popular categories is music snob. Like I got friends who are like hipsters who like
Oh, yeah.
genuinely think their musical taste is better than other people's.
Come on. Yeah.
So here, this is the question for it. Pooja's revealed hers. Bathrooms. Still trying to wrap my men. Just kidding. Just kidding. I'm not projecting that on you. Okay, and then mine is a grammar and spelling. What are you secretly snobby about? Let's go to Annabelle in Mississauga.
Not so secretly. Very snobby about my chocolate chip cookies.
Oh, tell us more.
Well, I've got a really good, well, not good, but really bad addiction for chocolate chip cookies.
Mm-hmm.
And they have to be with a really good butter and half sugar, like not everything just brown or all of the sugar just white. And you cannot use margarine, and God forbid if you use oil.
Oh,
Oh.
no. Don't
yeah,
you dare.
And exactly. They have to be like crunchy on the outside, but very soft and chewy on the inside.
Oh,
and,
Annabelle, you're
and if
killing
you-
me. You're killing me. It sounds so delicious.
Annabelle, as the chocolate chip cookie expert, where is the best chocolate chip cookie in the GTA?
Craig's cookies.
Craig's Cookies.
Okay. Good to know.
Oh dear Lord! Like if I pass by, like I have to buy a 6, and my husband will get maybe 2 because I'm nice to him.
Wow. Okay, we love the honesty. Annabelle, thanks for the call.
You gotta have a great day, guys.
You too.
You too.
Bye.
Anybody else want cookies right now?
A little
Just
bit.
me.
Yeah, a little bit. Okay, so what are you secretly snobby about? I love this text coming from Les in Burlington because I agree with Les. Les says, I'm snobby about sports teams. If you're a fan of a direct rival of my team, it won't work. And then he lists, for example, Canadians, Bruins, Yankees. I'm guessing he's a Leafs fan. You can't be with the Canadians or Bruins fan. If you're a Jays fan, you can't be with a Yankees fan.
I can see the snobbery coming out in that. Marcus writing us to say, good morning. I'm going to say I'm a snob about my driving. I think I'm a better driver than everyone else, which I'm probably not, but that's just how I feel. I won't say where I'm from.
Marcus, that is a great one because I'm with you. I think I'm a better driver than most, not everyone.
Maybe
most.
it's less about you being a better driver and more about other people being really bad drivers.
I say this a lot. I love Toronto. We have a lot of bad drivers in this city.
We
like
do.
Horrible drivers.
We do. Denise writing us to say, good morning. Not sure if this qualifies, but snobby about manners. Why can't people just say please or thank you or hold the door open TTC manners. Give a seat to a senior or a pregnant woman. We are Canadian, the nicest people, right?
Yeah, that's a really good one, Denise. Be snobby about manners. Let's stick to that. Let's do one here from Mike and Barry. Morning, guys. I'm snobby about, this is great. I'm snobby about what type of water I swim in. I grew up in the north, so the water was super clean. And when I see people swimming in Lake Ontario or Lake Simcoe, it makes my skin crawl because I would never even touch it.
Oh, interesting.
Mike from Barry, there's a lot here because we grew up with the notion of like, I remember being in school or whatever, and be like, oh, don't swim in Lake Ontario, don't swim in Lake Ontario. However, there are many beaches now in the city that are blue flag beaches, blue flag designation, which means it's the cleanest water to swim in the world. I have a hard time with it too because I grew up with that mental block of don't get in Lake Ontario, but some of the beaches are blue flag status, meaning you can absolutely get in.
Yeah, and so many people do.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, not you, Mike. You don't have to. You can be snobby about it. It's okay.
You can keep your text coming at 981-981.
The Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
From 98.1 CHFI. The Daily Double.
With Pooja and Gurdeep.
We got 2 stories you need to know. What do we have?
Okay, you know I'm not normally one for celebrity goss.
Not at all.
Christopher is. But this story popped up on my IG, and I was chatting with Christopher about it. I'm like, let me bring this to you, okay? Because we all are familiar with the Beckhams, right? I mean, one of the biggest celebrity couples in the world. David Beckham, soccer star, gorgeous model guy. He's got it all going on. And Victoria Beckham, Spice Girl. So there is drama between them and their eldest son, Brooklyn Peltz Beckham. Maybe you've seen this. They've been estranged for a while, right? And, you know, I've sort of haven't really dug into this story up until now. We've only really heard from their parents' side that he's sort of gone AWOL, gone rogue. He's been brainwashed by this wife of his, and that's been really all we've heard. Nicola Peltz Beckham is his wife, an actress. So the 26-year-old Brooklyn Beckham, he broke his silence on Instagram story yesterday, and it's pretty spicy.
Instagram story?
Yeah, and he's basically said in a lengthy post in multiple slides that he had to speak out because the narrative was just too wild, and he does not want to reconcile with his parents. He says that his parents have been controlling narratives in the press about him and his wife, and they've basically tried to ruin his relationship with her. He's got 16.2 million Instagram followers, so lots of eyeballs on this. Okay, so his wife is an American actress and daughter of billionaires, so it's not like he needs the Beckham money. Like he's okay financially with her. So I'm going to break this down for you. So here are the accusations according to Brooklyn Beckham. He's saying, my parents have been endlessly trying to ruin the relationship since before my wedding, and it has not stopped since they've been married. Some of the examples, he says, my mom canceled making Nicola's wedding dress in the 11th hour, despite how excited she was to wear her design, forcing her to urgently find a new dress.
Oh, no.
He goes on to say that Victoria Beckham, quote unquote, hijacked his first dance with Nicola on their wedding day. He was supposed to dance with her. DJ was supposed to cue it up. Instead, he's on stage and he looks out at the dance floor and it's Victoria Beckham, his mom, waiting for him. So he goes and dances with her, and then apparently she danced what he described as inappropriately on me, making it uncomfortable and humiliating me in front of everybody.
Oh, dear.
He says, my family values public promotion and endorsements above all else. Brand Beckham comes first before the family. He concluded by saying that he grew up with overwhelming anxiety, but since he has split from his family, he has now found peace. No comment yet from David or Victoria Beckham because this all just came out yesterday, but you have to imagine behind closed doors there are discussions being had, and we'll hear more.
Take to social media like it's out there permanently, forever. Wow.
Stay tuned.
We'll see what happens. So bring on the unlimited breadsticks and salad. Olive Garden is officially back in Ontario.
Yes. At the Olive Garden Italian restaurant, we speak a different language. We have no words for can't and won't. No phrases for a little less. In fact, we don't know the meaning of enough. Some would say speaking a different language can make all the difference in the world. The Olive Garden Italian restaurant, where all the best of Italy is yours. Come back for the endless refills of salad and garlic breadsticks that make us special.
Is he supposed to be Italian?
I think so.
He sounds a little more French,
All
maybe?
the best of Italy is yours. I don't know. That's some strong claims given the food scene here in Toronto.
Sure.
But
that commercial's from the 80s.
This is true. Yeah. This is true. And by the way, this new location, there's going to be 2 in Ontario, but this
Tell
one
me
of
where.
them
Tell
is
me
in
where.
the GTA at a popular mall.
Tell me where.
Vaughan Mills.
Oh, a little
It will
far,
be
but
at
okay.
Vaughan Mills. You'll remember back in July, they announced that Recipe Restaurant Group International, they acquired all 8 of Canada's Olive Garden locations.
There are 8?
There's 8 of them. So 2 we're going to get in Ontario. You don't have to cross the border now to experience what I used to order at the time, which was fettuccine Alfredo. What was yours?
I would get the breadsticks, the bread ravioli, and the mozzarella sticks.
Mm-hmm.
Not wanting to go to the States at all now, personally, I'm very excited for this. I'll go hit up Vaughan Mills.
So this summer is when it's going to open. And I guess the real question now is it going to be as good as we remember? Or
as bad as we remember?
Or
you mean?
bad as we remember? Is this nostalgia? Are our palates evolved? I mean, look at the food scene here in the GTA. Like, it's hard. It's hard now to settle.
I will say in 2016, I did go to the Olive Garden across the border just for a nostalgic trip. And yeah, like it's not good Italian food.
Right.
Compared to it, but it was nostalgic.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll see how it does. It's back.
From CHFI Studios,
It's the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
I will say it's a delicious forecast today because if you're driving, I call it pound cake weather.
Pound cake weather?
Yeah, you know a delicious pound cake? You know
I'm on a diet. Don't talk about pound cake.
Sorry, you and me both.
Why are you doing this to me?
You know a pound cake is or like a bundt cake even is dusted with like a little icing sugar?
Oh, okay.
Right now when you're driving, I'm like, it feels like I'm driving on the top of a freshly dusted pound cake.
Wow.
Because it's a little dusting of snow.
Why couldn't you just call it icing sugar?
Because pound cake weather sounds better.
And makes you hungry.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, look at you looking at the positive.
It's Blue Monday. I'm fighting it. I feel good today. How about you?
You know what? I'm going to look at the positive too, because I'm going to tell you right now that this past weekend has been a lot of shoveling. It feels like nonstop shoveling. It's snowed every day.
You're jacked, bruh.
Yeah, right? Do you even lift, bro? I do. My
Snow.
shovel.
You're like, I lift snow.
Exactly. So much snow. And then on top of it, it was cold. It was like, I just feel like we've experienced so much just in the last 4 days. And the things that make a difference, sometimes it's the little things and sometimes it's the big things, like your neighbors helping you out. And my parents who, are seniors. My dad's 82. My mom's in her late 70s. Getting their driveway shoveled, it's not easy. And after we got that huge dumping, they were used to having neighbors who would help out and just do it for them.
Amazing.
But they're away. They're in India right now. So they weren't there to help. And they have a student who is staying with them. And he's like a nephew. And so he's staying with them. And so the people who left for India told them, by the way, our neighbors, they're elderly. If you can, shovel their driveway. So my mom got in touch with the student and said, hey, can you help us out? And he said, I'm really sorry. My wife is not well, so I'm not home right now. I can't help you out.
Oh, geez.
Are you going to be okay? And she's like, okay, I'll get somebody else. Sure enough, she couldn't find anybody else.
There's a lot of snow.
There's a lot of snow. And so then he noticed, so he texted her and said, hey, like, do you need help still? Because it doesn't look like you got anyone. She's like, yeah, it wasn't as easy as I thought. So anyway, he decided to come over. My dad has a snowblower, but of course it broke.
Oh, man, the snowblowers, they always do that.
Yeah, and they couldn't figure it out. My dad was trying to help, and he was, so he's like, don't worry about it. I'll just shovel it. It took him 2 hours. 2 hours to shovel my parents' driveway.
Because by that point, it had all accumulated. It had probably gotten heavy and hard.
Yes, it was so much. And anyway, so he did it for them. My mom offered to pay him. He refused the money. And she was like, no. Like, you worked so hard. You earned it. Like, please let me pay you for this. She's like, whatever. Like, just let me pay. And he's like, no. He's like, just, give me good wishes. May God bless you and me. And just made it about just doing a nice thing. And my mom was just like, wow. So just want to give a little shout out to anybody who's taking that extra step of helping their neighbors. In this case, it was Nick Hill.
Nick Hill.
A student.
What a guy, Nick Hill. Nice.
So
done,
nice.
buddy. That's amazing.
Thank you for helping my parents. But anybody who's doing that for seniors, I just got to say, like, it's just so special. It's so sweet.
Yeah, Nikhil, thanks for doing that, buddy. I would venture a guess that Nikhil is like Steph and I and enjoys shoveling.
Oh, no.
Like, he did a solid, but I bet he actually enjoys shoveling. It's very meditative, and it's you feel like you've really completed a task.
If Nickel is listening right now, he's like, no.
He's like, I hated
He's like, no,
every
that
minute
was
of
not
it."
fun.
The Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
This is the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
So, breaking news, my relationship status just changed.
So why am I just hearing about this now? Your relationship status change and you're telling me at the same time that you're telling everybody else? I thought it was more important than that.
My relationship status just changed with my neighbor.
Oh, okay. That's different.
My neighbor, and I say neighbor, she lives in the same building as me, her and her husband. We don't live on the same floor, but I've mentioned her before because she has been the person that I moved 2 years ago. She has been the person that has made this new building I'm living in feel like home, essentially, right?
Aw,
Like I
that's
lived
so
in my
nice.
last building for 13 years and I had a couple I was very close with. We had each other's back and we were there for each other and it made it feel like home. And I moved into this new place and it was just this new faceless kind of building. I didn't know a lot of people. And in the last year, I've become such good friends with this woman. Her name is Barinder and her husband Kamal. And they're just so nice. And we hit a new status in our relationship this week.
What is happening? What is happening?
We are now backup key friends.
Oh, backup key. That's serious.
I slid my key fob off my key ring and handed it to her.
Wow.
And she accepted it and she reciprocated by handing me her backup key.
Was there music when it happened? Was it like, oh?
In my head, there was. In my head, there absolutely was.
Okay, does this come with some sort of like rules or some parameters? Is she allowed to come into your place now at any time?
I mean, she would never do that. It's mostly me at her place. I was just, anytime
It's mostly me doing that to her.
Well, anytime I come by, because the way we met, I should back it up. The way we met is we met at the dog park. She's got a little cockapoo named Laddu. I've got Coffee. They became fast friends, so we became fast friends.
Aww.
And because of this crazy lifestyle I live, hosting a morning show and being out and about, she is so great about watching Coffee for me. In fact, Coffee's actually currently I was at the vet yesterday for like almost 2 hours. Coffee has a UTI and an ear infection.
No.
And Barinder did not want Coffee home alone today, so with the backup key, she's like, after you take Coffee for her morning pee at 4 a.m, come into my place, leave Coffee in there. I'll take care of her all day. But I'm like, but she's on these antibiotics and these prebiotics and ear meds. And she's like, just tell me how to do everything. I'll take care of all of it.
Wow.
And after the show, I'm going to have another obligation after the show. So she's going to watch Coffee all day. Coffee obviously went into her place. Her dog starts barking. I knew she was going to get woken up. She's like, I don't care. In fact, she's sleeping on the couch and her husband's taking the bedroom so that it doesn't disturb him. These are the sacrifices she's making for me. And I'm like, what did I do to deserve such a good neighbor and friend? Like, I'm so close to her now where it's like, we've told each other deep, dark secrets. And I'm like, if I ever get married, she's going to be at my wedding, her and her husband.
Wow.
Like, we're close. I consider her like inner circle already.
I feel like everything you just told me about Barinder just makes, her worthy of backup key friend, right?
Absolutely.
Backup key neighbor.
And she makes a mean aloo gobi. She's a great cook. Every time I leave her place, she sends me home with like a casserole dish of like, she knows I'm eating healthy, so she makes healthy food for me.
The fact that she knew that you were on a diet and went out of her way to make sure that, she actually asked you for a list of the things you can and cannot eat so that she can make you food that fit the diet. I mean, I need a Barinder in my life.
We all need it. Now it's to the point where I can't imagine living in my condo building and not having her there. Mm-hmm. And it's like if it ever came to a point where it's time to move out, I would have to think twice if she was living there. Because I'm like, I'm not just moving out of my unit in my neighborhood. I'm moving away from Barinder. I can't do that.
So when you meet that special someone and you get married, you're going to be like, can Barinder come too?
Pretty much.
Yeah, okay. Look, I'm sure that whoever the new love in your life is will also love Barinder. She sounds so lovable. But I know people who are hardcore about their neighbors. Even in my street, I love our neighbors. They came over on New Year's Eve. We actually had an impromptu sort of like, nobody had plans. Oh, you're around. You just have to walk across the street. So everyone came over and we had a nice dinner and we made it to midnight. But yeah, I hang out with my neighbors too. I'm
nice.
not at a level yet where I've given them my backup key.
There's
though.
something about living in a condo, I think, that ingratiates you more to your neighbors. Like I lived in a neighborhood with a house for years and I was never this close to any of the neighbors as I am now with Barinder, and it's happened so quickly. Mm-hmm. And it's got me feeling all warm and fuzzy. I feel extremely grateful for her friendship, her and her husband. And I'm wondering, what's your neighbor story? Do you have a story?
Everybody's got one.
Yeah, just becoming super close with your neighbors, being each other's rocks. We're looking for your neighbor stories. Let's go to Kathy in Oakville.
Yes, my neighbor beside me, Anna, is wonderful. We exchange things like I make cupcakes for her and she borrows my eggs and actually regular food item eggs. And so...
She borrowed them or you just give them to her?
Oh, I give them to her usually. Yeah.
She returns them and they're scrambled and delicious.
So I've given her my key on occasion. Mm-hmm. She doesn't have one all the time, but I'm thinking of it because we're very good friends. And then across the street is Marissa, and I haven't given her my key, but I would. She is wonderful too. We she makes me apple cider and muffins, and
wow.
I bring her muffins too. So
Kathy,
it's wonderful.
Question, if you only had one backup key and you had to give it to
Yeah.
Anna or Marissa. Who's getting the backup key?
I guess I would give it to Anna. I don't, because I've given it to her before.
Kathy, that's great. But I have some bad news for you. We have Marissa on line too, and she's got some questions for you.
Yeah, that's right.
Just kidding. We're not that kind of show. Thanks for sharing.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Bye, Kathy. I love that you shared something so heartfelt and it's just warm and fuzzy. And then you're like, let's pit them against one another.
Listen, I know my audience, you. I was trying to make it reality.
Yeah, you know what? These are pretty heartwarming. All the texts we're getting at 981-981. Jocelyn from Nobleton writing, I have a friend that lives in a condo building downtown by the waterfront, and on her floor, they just leave their doors unlocked and neighbors just walk right in.
Wow.
They walk into each other's suites whenever they feel like. So as soon as they wake up, they go to the front door, unlock it. A lot of the times, they just make each other breakfast and give each other food they made throughout the day. It's honestly such a community.
It's like a 90s sitcom. It's basically Friends.
Love
I love that. Colleen in Little Britain, what's your neighbor story?
I was away on holidays in East Coast, and my car needed service, and my neighbor next door is a mechanic.
Oh.
So I told him what needed to be done, told him where the key was, and he went into the house, got the car keys, took the car for service, and put it all right back where I left it.
No way. Come on.
Yeah. Yep.
That's incredible.
And then I just e-transferred him the cost.
Wow. And he didn't, and he was very honest with his assessment, I bet.
It was way cheaper than the dealer.
Come on. Oh, that's so nice. That's like over and above neighbor, right?
Yeah, exactly.
What do you want to shout him out? What's his name?
Ryan,
if you're listening, you're a good Samaritan and a great neighbor. Thanks for that. Colleen, thanks for sharing.
Thank you.
Take care. I want to finish on this one, your neighbor story that's going to get us a little misty-eyed in here. Hi, my name is Leslie. I've lived in my townhouse complex for 25 years. I was pregnant with my daughter, had to be in the hospital due to a high-risk pregnancy. 2 months before I had her, there was a lovely lady who came through and brought me my meals. Every day, took extra special care of me, cleaned my room. We struck up quite the friendship. One day we realized that I had bought the townhouse directly across from her.
What?
She looked at me and said, I knew we were going to be friends right away. She's seen me through the death of my parents, my daughter's cancer treatment, and many other life events. Unfortunately, 2 years ago, she passed away from cancer. I'm still very close to her daughters, and her husband always helps me around my house when I need something. I can't imagine living anywhere else, but near them, not only do they have the key to my house, they are my family. Wow.
That is so beautiful. That is so beautiful.
Thank you for sharing.
From CHFI Studios,
It's the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
And now, another Pooja Masterclass from TikTok University.
I love the things I learned at TikTok University.
Boy.
It's just when it comes to the science, I can't really back it up. So this time I'm going to do my best to put it in the most simplest of language, okay?
Okay.
If you found out there's a way to make bread healthier, wouldn't you want to know how to do it? Because many of us are already doing it. You might already be doing this and didn't even know you were making your bread healthier.
Okay, like you talking about like a sourdough or like a spelt bread?
Doesn't matter what kind of bread, just as long as you store it correctly.
Oh, it's about storing it.
Yes, it turns out that if you are freezing your bread, if you're one of those people, you buy a loaf of bread and you're single, so you probably never finish a whole loaf, you're throwing it in the freezer, it is actually better for you. It makes the bread healthier for you.
Really? But then because
Yes.
you defrost it before you eat it.
That's right.
So,
but it's fine. They say that this can give you a meaningful boost to your gut health, your blood sugar, your digestion. And this is what happens when you freeze it. There's a natural change in the starches through a process called retrogradation, and it forms resistant starch. So resistant starch is the key to everything. Once that is formed, it's like magic.
Stop resisting starch. Stop resisting.
It's like the bread isn't bad anymore. The freezing and defrosting it sort of lowers your glucose response. So then that way, that resistant starch, it isn't absorbed into the bloodstream. And then it has little effect on your blood sugar. And you know, because I know you're on a lifestyle change as well, and you're eating properly, blood sugar and supporting that and making sure that you don't have these spikes or crashes is really important in supporting your energy throughout the day.
Okay, so you as someone who's just started a lifestyle change and has to say goodbye to a lot of the things she loved, were you just trying to Google ways to still keep bread in your diet? Was this your algorithm serving you up what you want? Is this your sycophantic ChatGPT being a yes man.
I cannot help my algorithms, but who is going to argue with bread? Come on. You go anywhere, you go to an Italian restaurant, they bring out the bread. Who doesn't want to eat the bread?
Listen, love bread, but it's generally one of the first things you got to cut out or cut back on when you're starting a lifestyle change. Are you going to reincorporate it, just freezing it?
So I do have bread as part of my diet, but I'm going to start putting it in the freezer.
Okay.
Like, make it better for you.
Take it a step further. Don't even defrost it. Just chomp into it frozen. Don't even slice it. Just chomp into the loaf. Take a bite out of it like a chocolate bar.
That was not on TikTok University. They didn't teach me to do that.
Well, can't be true.
Then it can't be real.
Okay. Was it a legit source?
It's TikTok. You have to take everything on TikTok with a grain of salt. But if you Google resistant starch, I think maybe you'll get your answer.
I don't know if I want that in my algos. I'll just take your word for it on this one.
Okay.
The Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
From 98.1 CHFI.
So Matt Damon is promoting his latest Netflix crime thriller. It's called The Rip. And he's revealing something.
Funny name.
Yeah, The Rip. He's revealing something about Netflix that he says
it's about flatulence.
No, that's not what it's about.
No.
But go see it.
Okay.
He says that Netflix is hurting the creative process for writers when it comes to making films for streaming. Now, according to him, he says the platform is encouraging simplified storytelling and clear exposition to accommodate viewers who are only half watching. In other words,
I see what you're saying.
They're not allowed to make the plot too complex in case a viewer misses it, or they're, busy doing something else, scrolling on their phone, let's say. They're not just competing with other platforms, they're competing with tablets and phones and social media feeds and all of that. So it's actually reshaping movies and television and how writers are approaching it. Think about how many times you've started streaming something and then you're cooking at the same time, right? We're all sort of multitasking versus being in a theater in a dark room and having a captive audience. Like it's just not the same. So the writing has to change. And I guess Netflix is making sure when they decide they're going to stream a film on their platform, they want to make sure the plot is simple. And they're even doing this. They're saying that not only should it be easy to grasp, but they're making sure that viewers, in case they do miss a key moment, that there's a line in the dialogue later on in the movie that helps them catch up.
So they're basically appealing to the lowest common denominator, right? I don't like this either.
No.
I agree with you, Matt Damon. I appreciate now I have watched shows where I multitask and I'm like, okay, yeah, I can loosely follow what's going on. But I appreciate when there's a movie or show that's so involved and enthralling that I have to put things down and rewind if I miss something and sit there and lock in. I appreciate that.
I appreciate it too, but it doesn't look like that's the trend. And if that's the movie, Netflix, guess what? They're not going to stream it.
You know what show had to do that many times? Stranger Things. They had to keep like, okay, so just to get this straight, they killed the Demogorgon.
It's not by accident. And again, Netflix has denied this is a thing.
And that was just because that plot was so complicated.
Well, that was,
5.
yeah. But Netflix is saying, look, we're not confirming this is a thing, but writers and creative, they've all been saying this is definitely a thing. If you want your movie on Netflix, keep it simple.
Aim high, don't aim low, guys. Come on.
Thanks for listening to the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
Listen to Pooja and Gurdeep live weekday mornings from 5 to 9.
Only on 98.1 CHFI.
Toronto's perfect music mix.